It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? The first day of spring. If you're watching me live today, Monday, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new season. Even though here in the Carolinas, here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, feels a lot like winter. I hear the same thing is happening up north, Chicago, maybe New York. Anyway, so you know who I am. You can read, you can see the sign. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. So I want you and everybody you know, and everybody you don't know, everybody that you like, everybody that you love, folks you're not that crazy about, folks you can't stand, folks you hate, strangers, aliens from outer space. Tell them all. Simply the best show, the biggest, the best, the baddest in the business, must-see TV. It's the Geno Jones Show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. So listen, if you are new to the show, I have a live chat room open when I'm on camera. So if you're new, or even if you're not new to the show, feel free to post a comment or a question or whatever you got to say in my live chat room. If you want me to shout you out, I'll shout you out. If you're watching me live at home, at work, maybe you're in the hair salon, ladies' nail salon, fellas in the barber shop, maybe you're in the airport, at your gate, waiting on your flight. Doesn't matter, wherever you are, at your house, in your room, chilling, watching the Geno Jones Show, I appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about today. Today, the first day of spring, like I said, March 20th. Happy birthday to actress Vanessa Bell Calloway. So one of my favorite roles she played, one of my favorite roles is in Coming to America. The first one, not the second one. Second one was okay, but the first one is a classic, is iconic. So she played Princess Izzy. She was a princess that Eddie Murphy didn't marry. He had her hopping up on one leg, oof, oof, oof. He barked like a dog, and she's hopping on one leg, barking like a dog. She's really a talented sister. She was also in What's Love Got to Do With It, the movie that Angela Bassett played. Her incredible, should have got an Academy Award performance when Angela Bassett played Tina Turner. So Vanessa Bell Calloway was one of Tina's really good friends. She started to practice Buddhism, and she introduced Tina Turner to Buddhism. So Vanessa Bell Calloway, 66 today. Spike Lee, Shelton Jackson Lee. Spike Lee, legendary, iconic filmmaker that should have got multiple Academy Awards, including for the movie Malcolm X. Spike Lee, I believe today he's 67, if I saw that right, if I did the math right. So, or was it 66? Okay, anyway, happy birthday, Spike Lee. How about that? He's either 66 or 67, and I want you to have a great birthday. To my Aries, because today starts Aries, and then of course you know what sign's up next. I mean, I don't have to tell you, do I? But just in case I have to, us Tauruses. But anyway, right now, Aries, it is your time to shine. So it is your day, and it is your month for the next, about 30 days or so, 29, 30 days. So happy birthday to all of the Aries celebrating a birthday. So now I'm going to talk about a movie that is coming out on April 5th. The more I read about this movie, the more I hear about it, I'm curious because I saw the trailers. So the movie is called Air. So it airs a movie about the relationship between Michael Jordan and Nike. So spoiler alert, but this is already pretty well known. So Michael Jordan did not want to sign with Nike. He didn't even want to meet with the people at Nike. He originally wanted to be on Adidas. Because we talk about in 84, nobody knew who Nike was. It was a new shoe company. And for the most part, like runners, like distance runners and cross-country runners and marathoners, they were the only ones that was really rocking Nikes. It's not like it is now. And then Nike was like, okay, well, who's this kid? We're going to pay him a lot of money. And he hadn't done anything in the NBA yet, but it's a guy named Sonny Vaccaro who really kind of was like the go-between between like Michael Jordan and Nike. And Ben Affleck, he's playing Phil Knight, the owner of Nike. As a matter of fact, my man Ben Affleck, not only is he co-starring in the movie, he directed the movie. So Ben Affleck is going to play Phil Knight, the owner of Nike. Matt Damon is playing the guy Sonny Vaccaro, who introduced Michael Jordan to Phil Knight and Nike, set up the meeting. And my man Chris Tucker is playing a guy named Howard White, who is like the VP of the Nike brand, I think Jordan's brand. He's a big VP at Nike, and Howard White and Michael have been friends now for well over 3 decades. So they signed a contract in 84. So that's almost 40 years. Wow, I just did the math in real time. Michael Jordan, he came into the NBA in 84? That 84-85 season. Man, are you kidding me? It's almost 40 years. God, where did the time go? So anyway, so Ben Affleck apparently got a chance to talk to Michael before he made the movie. And he asked Michael, okay, Michael, who do you want to play your mom? And Michael Jordan said, there's only one person that I want to play my mother. As a matter of fact, he said, this actress must play my mother. Viola Davis, who's a native, born here in the state of South Carolina. Then her and her family moved up to Rhode Island. So, and Ben Affleck loves Viola Davis. Ben Affleck says Viola Davis is the greatest actor, period. Well, you know I'm a Denzel fan. And listen, Viola is great. So you get no argument, but Denzel is the GOAT for me. But you know, we can make an argument for it as a female actor, Viola Davis, and some would say male or female. Ben Affleck calls her the GOAT. Fine with me. You know, you pick your favorite. I love Viola. Denzel's my guy. But Denzel's not in the movie. But Viola Davis, who's absolutely, positively one of my favorite actors, period, regardless of gender or anything else. She's brilliant. As a matter of fact, her and Denzel were in Fences together. They cheated Denzel because Denzel should have gotten an Academy Award for his role in Fences. But I'm happy Viola did. But so Michael Jordan said the only actress that I want to play my mother is Viola Davis. So here's an interesting twist. So you have 2 actors playing Dolores, Michael's mom, Dolores Jordan, and James Jordan. Guess who is playing Michael Jordan's dad in the movie? Dolores' husband. Viola Davis's real-life husband. It's a guy named, let me get his name right, Julius Tenen. Julius Tenen. Because I knew of him, but I'd never heard of him before. So shout out to Julius Tenen. And I don't know whose idea it was, but shout out Viola Davis. If you put your husband on, I am not mad at you. As a matter of fact, I salute you, my sister. So we're going to see, and then, like I said, Chris, did I say Chris Tucker? If I did, Chris Rock. No, you don't. I had it right. Chris Tucker, not Chris Rock. Chris Tucker. My dude, Chris Tucker, from Rush Hour and all those movies. Chris Tucker is going to play this guy named Howard White, who's a major VP over at Nike, who has known Michael Jordan since they brought Michael to Nike almost 40 years ago, way back in '84. So Hello, mother. Shout out to my number one fan and my executive producer who just posted a comment in my chat room, my mother, Mary Dixon. And you can, if you're watching me live right now, feel free, yes, feel free to post your comment right here in my chat room. So I got one more thing I want to tell you about. Well, a couple things. Well, one I want to tell you about. The other one, I ain't really giving this dude a whole lot of time, but just so we can be aware, especially if you're living in New York City. But these fools could act up anywhere. But, like I said, with Ron DeSantis, or Governor Too Short, as they call him, Governor Too Short DeSantis, messing with the black fraternities and sororities, talking about banning all the black fraternities and sororities at all the colleges, public universities in Florida, because he can't do it with a private institution. But he can do it with the public colleges. You're going to F around and find out. So some of you other fools may F around and find out like I hear you all did. Some of these Proud Boys went to New York City, I believe Sunday or over the weekend. Was it Saturday? Over the weekend. And was going to start fights and want to start some trouble. I guess there was a LGBTQ event. I think there was like a drag show or something celebrating the LGBT community. So these Proud Boys and these white nationalists thought they were going to crash it and start some trouble. But I heard they got that ass whooped. I don't encourage violence, but I do full-heartedly and with all my chest endorse and co-sign on every human has the right to defend themselves. Like my grandfather taught me, he said, Jeannie, never start a fight, always end it. So I live by that. I never started a fight, but I will and have ended them. So just for the record, so you will know. So here's some good news. Now, I got full confession or full disclosure. Let me be honest. I've never sat down and watched this show ever. I just haven't. But I want to tell you about this one particular show. It's been on, as a matter of fact, this particular show's been on 20 years now. The Bachelorette. The next Bachelorette is going to be a black woman. Shout out to Charity Lawson. So apparently she was one of the contestants on the last Bachelor that just went off. And she wasn't selected, but apparently she was selected to be the new upcoming Bachelorette. So I know a lot of you all love The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. If you love it, I love it for you. But I am happy. Listen, I make no apologies because I root for everybody black. Okay, not everybody. Not everybody, I know. Herschel Walker, Clarence Thomas, no. Kanye, Tim Scott, no. Candace Owens, okay. Almost everybody black. Anyway, but so congratulations to Charity Lawson, the Bachelorette for the next season, the next Bachelorette. Go ahead. All right, my sister. Hey, if we're lucky, we'll see some black love on the show. It'll be, there's nothing like, it's just, black love, because in the media, just we as black people historically have always been projected, shown just in a negative light. We hate each other. We don't love each other. We don't think each other's good enough. And that's a whole different conversation. But that's because enough of us do not own media. And I talked about last week. So apparently the majority, so Paramount, the company that owns BET, is looking to sell the majority of its shares. So they want to sell a majority stake. So the majority owner could possibly be someone black. Since we're talking about black ownership, we need to own our own media. So apparently Tyler Perry's in the bidding. Byron Allen, who owns the Weather Channel, and apparently Diddy. But then I heard today that Diddy's talking about getting a super group together, which is okay. But don't get cliquish with it, because sometimes y'all get cliquish. There's some folks like myself who could put it together. So it's got the talent, the creativity, the receipts, the track record of success. So Tyler, holler at me, because trust me, I got a group, talented people that's committed to the culture and the community that's basically that's not going to act like colonizers in blackface and kind of just treat the network that way. So holler at me. Trust me, I got a team ready to go in terms of run the network, talent, on-camera talent, producers, everything. I know you plugged in, but it's some hidden, it's some talent that you don't know about. Some folks you do know about, but trust me, there's some folks that you don't know about. Holler at me, all right? Because you got the king of MCs. But look, on my team, I got winners, and we got receipts to prove it. So holler at me. And then Oprah, because there's been some talk that would be great to get, a group of black women to be a part of the ownership group. I think it would be great. Even though Oprah she did the OWN network, so I think Oprah's got her money. She's got her land in Hawaii, so she may just be chilling. She's like, y'all can have at it. Shonda Rhimes, that's done Grey's Anatomy. You've got some other talented sisters, folks mentioned Ava DuVernay. Let's throw Spike Lee's name in it. It's a lot, man. There's so many talented folks. So let's put together an ownership group. The financial group, along with the group that's got the talent and the expertise and the receipts that has done this thing, come together and form a corporation, an ownership group, a consolidation. Come on, y'all. You know that's how they do it, right? You know that, don't you? So, all right. So your boy Orange Hitler posted something on his social media saying that he was going to be indicted Tuesday, and he was calling for his MAGA cult members to protest. Now, the last time he did that didn't turn out too well for America, because you had these folks, these domestic terrorists and white nationalists storm the Capitol. They were looking to hang Mike Pence, and he's still caping and co-signing. Trust me, if anybody tried to hang me and my family, you would never have to worry about me saying anything good about them ever, 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 ever. I don't care what I was running for. I could be running to be Jesus. But if you are you send a mob to the Capitol and they would be yelling, like they were yelling to hang Mike Pence, and they came to kill this dude and his family, and he's still half-ass caping for the dude that sent the mob to hang you with the gallows already constructed, set it on top of the steps of the U.S. Capitol, yelling and screaming, hang Mike Pence. I don't know where you all do that at, but now. Where I grew up, 5932 South Elizabeth. Now, over in Inglewood section of Chicago, or in Hyde Park, where I moved, no. Nowhere in Chicago do we do that. Nowhere here in Charleston do we do that. Trust me. So, but I digress. So apparently, the NYPD, the FBI, folks that need to have an eye. As a matter of fact, I saw some video this morning. They got barricades. So if you're traveling to New York tomorrow, no one knows if he's actually going to be indicted. This is for the, basically, he had the dude, Michael Cohen, that got locked up. He gave him the money to pay the stripper, the porn star, forgive me, no disrespect to my adult entertainers, dancers, performers, porn star named Stormy Daniels. So he paid her to kind of just be quiet, because that story came out like 2 or 3 weeks before the election. And Michael Cohen went to jail. So you probably heard that story. And then in Atlanta, in Fulton County, the district attorney, a sister named Fonnie Williams, I believe Fonnie Williams, she See, I love the way she operates because you don't see her too much. Very rarely do you see her on TV. She ain't talking much. She gonna let that indictment, when she does indict his ass, and I'm predicting she will, she gonna have all the receipts. Bam! Because she's already got the phone calls. She's got him on tape saying, I just need 11,700, whatever, so many votes, one more than I got. Basically trying to interfere with the legal election. That's a felony in Georgia. And she got him on tape. And then you got this guy, I believe, this special prosecutor. I can't remember. I want to say it's not Jack Black, but I think the dude's first name is Jack. He's another one. He's operating very quietly, just collecting receipts. So he could be indicted. And then maybe later this week, this woman, E. Jean Carroll, who accused Orange Hitler of raping her inside of a department store in New York City, I think back in the 90s. So your boy's facing a whole lot of charges. So just want to put everybody up on game. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Let me see. All right. And once again, I want to thank everybody, including not just my number one fan, but my publicist and my PR agent, Mary Dixon, my mom. I want to thank everybody for watching. Everybody watching me live. And please feel free. I'd love to, if you got a comment, you got a question, listen, you feel free to come for me. But understand, if you come for me and I didn't send for you, I'm going to send you back where you came from. With love, of course. All right. And I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, and 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Please subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all of my back episodes. And I want to thank everybody for binge watching all my back episodes because my views have just gone up dramatically. Continue to tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You and everybody you know and don't know, like, love, hate, can't stand, strangers, aliens from outer space, any and everybody. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show channel and don't miss one episode, because when you subscribe to the channel, you won't miss one episode of the Geno Jones Show. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to, pretty soon, there have been several people who are big fan of the shows, who are just individuals, say, listen, Geno, we really love the show, and we want to support the show financially. We love what you're doing, and we want you to continue to grow. So we want to be able to support you. So I'm going to set up, as a matter of fact, through my company, Geno Media, I'm going to set up, if nothing else, maybe something simple as like not necessarily a Cash App, but I'm on Zelle, but Zelle's not paying me. But I'll set up something like that to where if you want to contribute to the show financially and support the growth of the Geno Jones Show or the Geno Media Company itself, I'll give you that. Because I have a Cash App, which is just the $, Dad G Jones. So if you like to, you feel free. You can donate to the Geno Jones Show by just going to that Cash App, $, Dad G Jones. Dad, capital G, capital J, lowercase ONES. But we're going to set up something else, and I will let you know about that. All right. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Until then, as always, be blessed. Pray for peace. Thanks for watching. And if you missed any episode, go back and binge watch all of my episodes right now.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.